what are the key challenges faced in implementing CSR initiatives aimed to empowering Indian women through skilling?
So I'm going to break that question up into two parts. I think one of the more pertinent questions is that I have myself tried to look for answers is why is it so increasingly challenging to even have a sustainable CSR agenda in place? And I think a lot of that comes from the struggle with acceptance and general struggle with building awareness. I think organizations of different sizes, more so smaller to mid-sized companies, struggle to have an active and sustainable CSR agenda in place. And I don't say that lightly. I've been one of those sufferers as well. It's difficult to have buy-in. It's difficult to see continued participation and non-cynical participation, right? You don't want people to just come and say, I'm going to contribute this much money and I'm done, or I'm cleaning out my cupboard and here's the stuff I don't need. You can donate when I'm done. I think even the workforce has changed a lot over the last couple of decades. People have been wanting to do more and give back to their communities in different ways, right? So for me, I think the way we've started looking at CSR, even at Mudrex, is how can we get people to be more involved, hands-on, so that they also buy into the agenda with a stronger sort of hold. And then it becomes easier for whatever arm of the company is running the CSR agenda to make sure that they don't drop the ball through the year. And then enters this whole, dialogue of how do you do this for women empowerment? And like you said, it's something that's very dear to a lot of us these days, to me as well. In fact, our theme for Women's Day this year at Mudrex was how can we empower women much earlier on in their lives and, reduce the need to bridge skill gaps later on, right? So I think one of the challenges that we've sort of come across, and this is something that people who spoke on our panel also validated, is that there is lesser adoption early on in girls, education, exposure and all of that. I think there is this general feeling of resignation of, how does it matter what I do? Ultimately, it's not going to translate to success for me. And I think while we've moved leaps and bounds over, patriarchy and just general gender inequality as well, we still have a long way to go. And I think some of us have even sort of handed this off to the government, saying, when the government's not doing anything, what can I really do? Which is such a flawed thought process, in my opinion. I think it starts at every individual's level and then compounds to, collectively, a lot of the things that we do add up and become something big. It could just mean that you help your helper in the house fund her daughter's education, right? It could be you donating electronic devices that you're no longer using but are in great condition to that child so that she or he may use it to just have better exposure.